Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back. It's C-Dome. Today we've got a huge PUBG patch video to cover for you. So this is going to be update 6.2, and boy, oh boy, do we have some changes. Let's jump right in. As you probably have already heard, Team Deathmatch has been introduced, featuring an 8 versus 8 FPP only Slayer. Full details and gameplay can be found in my previous video, which I uploaded yesterday. If you want to watch some gameplay, what the rules are, what the weapon spawns are, all that kind of good stuff, go check that video out. It'll be in the description below. I'll say this from my my 3 or 4 match experience, it's perfect. It's exactly what the mode sounds like it would be. It's just a fantastic way to warm up before matches, maybe in between squad matches if you die early, or just to finish off your night. PUBG is bringing a huge gameplay balance that's going to affect casuals and pro players alike. This mechanic is for all throwables in the game, starting with frag grenades. Frag grenades now have their damage reduced based on what level vest the player is wearing. So level 1, 2, and 3 will reduce the grenade damage by a certain percent. Level 1 will be 30%, level 2 will be 40%, level 3 will be 55% damage reduction. But don't worry, the vest itself will not be damaged from the grenade when you go to loot your kill. Only the player is receiving that reduced damage. An additional 20% reduction will be given when that player is proned. 50% weight capacity has been added, bringing the total capacity for one frag grenade up to 27 from 18. So what that means in game is players are gonna have to sacrifice 3 first aids for one frag grenade. And that's not quite the hard cap that I was hoping for, but I certainly think it's a step in the right direction. Lastly, for frag grenades, they increase the audio of the pulled pin sound, better telling you when your enemy is preparing to throw one. And the explosion has also been changed to more closely match the visual and audio effect of the C4 explosion from Karakin. Moving on to smoke grenades, they've decreased the fuse time from 3 to 1 seconds, which means now you're less likely to get shot while trying to duck, dip, dodge incoming fire, waiting for your smoke grenade to start billowing out. Stun grenades also see a buff this patch, increasing the hit effect radius from 5 to 6.5 meters. The ear-piercing ringing sound now impacts players through walls. I'm not crazy about this, and a slight camera shake has been added near the explosion. Now, I would expect to see this utilized by pretty skillful players in close quarter combat. This is going to help cover their footstep sounds or other audible noises like vaulting, opening doors quickly, those types of things. So be prepared for that with this update. Lastly, the fuse timer has been increased to 5 seconds, meaning if you want it to blow up quickly, you do have to prime it just like you do a frag grenade for the 2.5 second fuse. Now, I want to know how many people are going to forget this, end up running into the room they just flashbanged, and then blind the hell out of themselves and the enemy, thinking the grenade's going to go off in 2.5 seconds, and instead it takes 5 seconds to go off. Molotov cocktails now increase fire spread speed by 50% and spread further, plus an additional damage radius. This will reduce the times where you hit an enemy with a cocktail, but somehow they're able to move out of the fire before taking damage. Players will also take 10 damage per second while standing in the fire, on top of the additional on-fire damage they already take. Now, keep in mind for Molotovs, this is a common misconception. When you're on fire, you cannot ADS. I've died to this a few times. I see some Twitter clips about people complaining. It's not a bug. When you're on fire, always remember you have to hip fire or use the control key to do the soft aim. Okay, next up is a pretty big one. Wacky Jackie put a video out of the right lean bug that was going around pretty recently. Now, this is already seeing a nerf, making it much easier to see enemies who are right peeking around an object. Now, the effect is still there and it can still be exploited, but they're actively working to reduce this effect. Okay, moving on to everyone's favorite map. Karakin is already seeing a nice buff. The G36C and the MP5K can now be found in game. I guess now would be a good time to plug my recent video where I compared the MP5 versus the Vector to find out which was best. The link will be in the description below, or click the little thingy in the top right of your screen. First aids and boosts have now been increased. Bandages, DMRs, snipers, and Winchesters have now been decreased. No changes to backpacks, unfortunately. Care package plane now moves faster, and the sticky bomb sound has been reduced. Praise the PUBG sound gods. Okay, moving on to the blue zone. It is now seeing a buff. The distortion has now been removed, so you no longer have a benefit of sitting deeper in the blue zone. This also means if you play on a low visual setting, you'll no longer have an advantage to someone playing on the higher all effects on setting. They've also added a thick boy blue zone line on the ground, making it much easier to see where the edge is. And they've added a new sound effect for entering and exit the blue zone with a low hum next to it, so you know when the zone's getting close to you. Blood effects and colors have now been buffed, making them easier to see. PUBG parachuters rejoice! We now have a following feature on duos and squads in PUBG. So if you're that terrible teammate who still doesn't know how to parachute properly, you can go to the in-game menu before the plane takes off, select which teammate you'd like to follow, and let autopilot take it from there. Now, a couple changes coming to PUBG Labs, which is going to be their skill-based rating, basically our updated leaderboard situation. You guys first need to make sure that you're opting into PUBG Labs when it starts. It's going to be February 18th, and it'll run until March 4th. Players are going to need to complete 5 placement matches to earn rank. Assists now influence your rating, not damage points like some folks have asked for. And friendly fire kills now hurt your rating. So more to come on that. Lastly, they've added 2 new skins. And I got to say, I'm loving the hell out of that new hat. Hopefully I can get just that hat and not the whole outfit. All right, guys, that wraps up today's video for the PUBG patch update 6.2. I appreciate y'all sticking around. I know it was a lot of information to take in. Hopefully you benefited from it. If you did enjoy the video, please leave a like. If you didn't, you can piss off. Make sure to subscribe to the channel for future PUBG content. My next couple videos I have planned are going to be really cool. So I look forward to seeing you guys there. And I hope you have a great day. Take care. Papa Dome's out. Peace.
Gonna be on the hill probably.
Yummy.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Burn yourself alive. You just killed yourself. Oh my god.